Hello you wonderful people, welcome back to our channel today, and today we are playing Car Simulator 2018, or should I say Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. As you can see, the car in front of me is the one that we are going to be doing. So here it doesn't look too bad, but it is a bit rusty and everything like that. So I have got it on the lift so we can get ready to go, but first we'll start looking at what is wrong with the car. So what we'll do is we'll right click our mouse button and say car status, and as you can see we have got three different things that we need to do. It's brake problems, loud when accelerating, and driver struggling to find gears. So the first part that we'll do will be brake problems, and as you can see on the right hand side here, faulty parts found. We have not discovered any parts. So as we start taking the car apart, and that we'll find out what brakes the problem has. So we'll get to that soon. And as you can see in the top right corner, it says Chieftain TBX. That is the car that we are going to be working on. So it gives you all the stats, the factory engine power, everything that you need to know about the engine. It's a V8 1 carb OHV, and it shows you there what the car looks like. So, and it gives you the mileage and everything. So, and then once you've done, you obviously click finish order and you'll get paid out for it. So let's get to finding what the problem is with the brakes. So we'll chat to you guys soon. Okay, so what we have done now is we have got the car up higher on the lift. So we are going to start taking apart the parts and find what the problem is with the brakes. So what you'll do is you'll click on the suspension, and you will then hold the left mouse button, and you can start disassembling everything. As you can see, we are taking the nuts out, and that comes off there, and yeah, it doesn't look too great. It looks very terrible. Normally when you see it's like a bit rusty, then you kind of got an idea of what parts going to be needing replacing. So let's see if any of these are right. So we'll take the brake caliper off, and that was 39%. Let's take the brake pad off. That's 21%. I think that's going to be a problem. And then let's take the brake disc off, and that's 24. So I definitely think those brake pads and the brake disc is going to need to be replaced. Next, let's go over to the other side. So we'll go and do that. So let's take this one off. Okay, and you see this one looks rusty, so we might have to change the caliper as well. So let's have a squiz. So let's take it off, and that is at 16%. Yeah, that's definitely going to need replacing. 3%, that's also needing replacing, and also 3%. So it looks like the caliper, the brake pad, and the brake disc need replacing here on the front. So let's go to the back. Let's take the back tire off. Okay, and let's have a brake. Let's check the brake drum. 41%, it should be okay, but we'll see what it says. Brake shoe, 8%. That's definitely going to need to be replaced. And the drum wheel cylinder. Let's see. That's 22. So let's go over to the next side. Take this one off. Okay, brake drum, 24%. Brake shoe, 5%. And the drum cylinder, 22%. Oish, so that's terrible. So let's see now. Let's go right click and car status, and yeah, as you can see, we found everything here. So brake disc, brake pads, brake shoe, brake drum, another brake pads, 2 drum wheel cylinders, a brake shoe, and a caliper. So what I like to do is take a photo of it with my phone, and then I can go into the shop, and then I know exactly what to buy. So let me do that quickly. I'll take a photo, and then we can go to the shop. So I've just taken a photo of it. So let's go to the shop. So we'll push escape, push T on your keyboard, and you'll see there we are at the shop. But now we need to go back to the parts section. So we'll go back, and there you go, main shop for the parts. So we are going to go for brakes. So what we need is, we need 1 brake disc ventilated. So I'll just buy 2. There we go. We need brake pads, So I'll buy 2 of those because there is only 2 in the front. Brake shoe, we'll buy 2 of those as well. The back. A brake drum, we'll buy 2 of those as well. A drum wheel cylinder, we'll buy 2 of those. And then we'll need a brake caliper, so we'll buy 2 of those. And then what we also need to buy is maybe a brake caliper cylinder, because I like to replace everything in the braking system if it's not required, either though I'll still do it. So I'll buy 2 of these, and there we go. Now we are ready to go and put everything back. So we'll push escape and let's click on here, and then we'll go to part mount mode. So as you can see here, it's that grayed out, that is showing you where your parts would go. So let's put the drum wheel cylinder back, and there we have the new one, which is condition 100%. So we'll select that, and then we'll do the brake shoe, put that on, then the brake drum, and there you have it. There is the new brake at the back for this side. Put the wheels back on, the wheel nuts. Okay, so that's one side. Let's go to the other side. Let's click on that wheel hub 4. As you can see, it's still grayed out, so we'll click on there, move it closer, and put it in. Brake shoe, brake drum, and then the wheel. Put your wheel nuts back. Okay, so that is the rear side of the car done. Now we need to move to the front side of the car. So we'll put the front. There we go. And as you can see, it's also grayed out just like the back. So we'll put the brake disc in. Look how nice it looks. Put the new brake pads in. Put the new caliper in. So there you go. You see, you got the brake caliper and it needs the brake cylinder. So at least they can be both on 100%. Are you sure you want to install? We will go and say yes, and then you can go and put your bolts back in. Okay, so this will be the first front wheel complete, and there you have it. So now let's go and do the other side. So there we have it there. Let's go and mount the brake disc, the brake pad, and the caliper. Same story, caliper cylinder, yes, and then you put your bolts, and then you can put your wheel back on. Okay, so there you have it, guys. So as you can see, the wheels are back on the car, and let's check the status of the car, and we have fixed all of these parts. As you can see, they're all green ticked, so we have sorted out the brake problem of the car. Next we're going to be doing loud when accelerating. It's got something to do with the exhaust, I would think, so we'll chat to you just now. Okay, so now we're back to do the second part, and let's go to car status, and we'll go to loud and accelerating, and as you can see, still no part discovered, so we're going to have to look underneath the car and see what the problem is. So let's go and have a look. So we'll click on exhaust, and as you can see underneath it doesn't look too bad, but this rear muffler doesn't look great either. So let's take that off, and that's at 10%, so I think that is going to be the problem. So let's go and check the car status, loud and accelerating, and there you have it. Rear muffler V8 OHV is what the problem is. So let's go to the shop and buy a rear muffler V8 OHV. So once again, you'll push T, and there you go. So you'll go to the exhaust and you'll type in here rear muffler, just to help you out. Now we're looking for V8 OHV. There it is there, rear muffler V8 OHV. We're only going to be purchasing one, so there you go. Push escape, and now what we can do is we can go to part mount, and we can mount the part. And there you have it, condition 100%, and there you go. So now let's check the status of the car. Accelerating when loud when accelerating, and rear muffler has been fixed, so that is good for us. We have done it. In the next part we'll show you what drivers struggling to find gears is, and that could also be part of the gearbox, so we will see what it is. So chat to you in a bit. Okay, so we are here underneath the car and we are going to be checking what the problem is. So let's right click, car status, and driver struggling to find gears, and we have not discovered any parts. There are 4 parts to be discovered, so let's go and see what they are. Okay, so in order to take the gearbox off, we're going to have to take the starter off. So we'll take the starter motor off. So that's that. And then let's swing it around. I think we're going to have to take the drive shaft off as well. So let's take him off. There's 8 bolts that need to be taken off here, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Then your drive shaft will come off. Now what you can do is we can click on the gearbox and let's take the gearbox apart. And let's see what the problem seems to be. Okay, that's at 54%, so that should still be fine. Okay, so now we need to take the clutch release bearing. So let's see what percentage that is. That's at 13%, so that's going to need to be replaced. Clutch pressure plate. Let's take the bolts out.
It can never be the same.
And that's at 12%, so that's also going to need replacing. Then the clutch plate, that's 10%, and then the flywheel is 13%. So it looks like the whole setup needs to be replaced. So let's go and have a look at what we need. Okay, we need a clutch plate, a flywheel, a clutch pressure plate, and a clutch release bearing. So once again, we'll take a photo. So we've got it there on memory, and then what we'll do is we can go now and buy it from the shop. So now we'll click on gearbox, and we need a clutch plate. So there's one there, so we'll buy one. A flywheel, we'll buy one. A clutch pressure plate, so we'll buy one. And then a clutch release bearing, we'll also buy one. Okay, so that's that. So now we can go and assemble everything. So once you go there, we'll part mount and let's start assembling. Flywheel, 100%. Clutch plate, 100%. And clutch pressure plate, 100%. Now we need to put the bolts back in. Then the clutch release bearing. Gearbox, put these bolts back, now we can put back the starter, and then the drive shaft. As you can see, there's 4 here in the front, like I was saying earlier, and then there's 4 here at the back.
It can never be the same.
And now that should be done. Let's have a squiz at what the car status is. And there you have it. We have fixed it. So we have fixed the driver that's struggling to find gears section. So that is it. So now what we'll do is we'll get the car down with the lift. I'll show you how to do that. So yeah, we'll go from up underneath the car, and we'll just click to use it. Bring it down, and we'll just maybe hold it to lower it further. And there you go, the car is now on the floor. So yeah, and what we'll do now is we will go and sell the car or give it back to its owner. So we go back to car status. As you can see, we have spent $1,240 on the car. The tasks bonus that we received was $880. The job bonus was $642, and the total payout for the job was $2,900. So once you click finish order, the car has been given back and you have been paid. So that is how you fix those things on the car. Obviously there is more cars like this one over here, which will probably come in a later video. It's got more to do to it, so we won't get into that one now. Maybe in another video we'll get to that. But if you guys liked what you saw, and if you'd like to see more or different features of this game, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. We'd like to see all your guys' feedback, and please tell everybody about us. We'd love to have you guys as part of our family on our YouTube channel. So we hope to see comments from you guys and lots of thumbs ups, and we hope you guys are all keeping safe out there, and we will chat to you again in our next video. Cheerio guys.